So I just made a huge statement on Twitter, if you guys did not see it. And I said this show could threaten any one of my top 10 anime of all time easily. Yes, number one. Yes, number two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Because that's how beautiful. I think beautiful is the best word. Not even good, great, amazing, or perfect. Beautiful this first episode was. And that's how beautiful this story can be, and the potential knows no bounds for the story. So let's hop right into what is this show about. So at the very beginning, we have a girl who can't find a place where she belongs. Her family, I believe they passed on, and no one wants her. And this guy comes up on stage after she signs a contract to auction herself off. Yes, auction herself off. Who knows what kind of family she could go into? You don't even know. They could yeah, some weird things could happen. They could use you for something else rather than actually a family member, right? And this guy comes up on stage like a badass, Elias, and says 5 million, walks off, has her with him. And the reason for that is because he's a slave beggy. So you're in a position to where you think this girl is going to be just nothing but a tool to him because she is something special that draws these magical creatures in. But there's a twist to it. She can actually see them as to where she's not supposed to. It's not normal for that. But at the same time, she is very rare. She's beyond rare. She's priceless since she can not only just draw them in, but see them. There's something very, very unique about her that's very original. No, it's not something that you see all the time. It's not common whatsoever. And we see that that can bring her fortune and or misfortune. And we see the fairies that are really nice, but at the same time they turn and try to take her to their world. And that's because it looks as if they value her as well. I'm not really sure why they value her, but it does seem that way. And back to my main point here, or the main point of the show, is this girl does not have any love for herself, any love for this world. And I think that's really where the show is going to make or break for me at the end. Well, no, it's going to make either way. Just how good it's going to, make in my top 10. I know it's going to be a top 10 show for me. I know it is. I already know. It's not even a question. I know. This show, the way it carried itself, the way the writing was, I know that. Watch the show now. Don't ask. Drop what you're doing. Go watch it. It's going to be the best show of the season. I'm telling you right now. But other than that, though, it's going to come down to, is it going to be a sensei-student relationship or an actual love story? And, you just show in the way this guy has carried himself. After it seems as if he bought this girl for greedy reasons. He says, no, this is your house. You're our family now. You belong here. I'm not going to treat you like a tool. You don't even have to be my apprentice and learn magic since you're a slave beggy, which is very special. You don't have to do that, even though that's one of the huge reasons I bought you. You don't have to. You live your own life. You choose your own path. And that's really unique, and I love that sensei-student relationship, and I want to see them, teach. I want him to teach her, love herself, love the world, love the things around her, and, forget the past hurts, but you have to move on. Create your future. Create your present, and I love that. I hope that they do go that sensei student. Well, I mean, they're going to, but it looks like they're also going to go a romantic way too. And I wonder if that's going to be something that I somewhat dislike or something I love. I don't know. It's like a Beauty and the Beast story. That's what this show is really going to be. It's going to be a Beauty and the Beast story, and that's something that I can't wait to see. But like I said, the show's art to animation, everything's just beautiful. It's amazing. It's something that I think is something very special. It's just a very special show, man. And the choreography as a whole, like the art goes together so well. It just makes it look so magnificent. I guess, look at a show like, Heitu Jinsan no Grimgar and or Grimgar Fantasy and Ash. The characters look way better than the background, but the way it corresponds so well together, it elevates it through the roof. And that's what this show, I think, does with its art, given, I would say, both the background art and the character, well, not necessarily the character art, but the background art is better. But overall, you could say it's better. But, I mean, if things contrast very well, that's art. That means it's great. That's why you see ugly, the Starry Night. It's not the most beautiful painting in the world, but the way it contrasts is absolutely amazing. And that's what this show does, man. That's what this show does. It's just a beautiful show. It's going to be a hell of a ride. And you definitely need to go watch this show. If I haven't convinced you yet, I don't know how I can. And no matter, the sad fact is, you're missing out. You're watching the wrong shows. If you don't make room for this one, every other show doesn't matter. But this show is absolutely beautiful. I mean, this show could be so good to the point where it could surpass, what studio's other project they made back in spring. It begins with an A, middle initial O, last initial T. It could be that good. I'm not saying it is, because that's like really one of my top favorite animes. But I'm just saying it could. That's all I'm saying. Nothing more, nothing less. But I mean, absolutely amazing show, guys. Go check it out. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter X25. And wow, Magus, the ancient Magus bride. I'm ready.